Hi everybody, this is Joseph from Sunrise. Today's beginner drill is a cartwheel. Cartwheel is one of the most advanced and I would say most fun for beginner kids because they can do it even if they don't have any basics. They can do mini cartwheels and then hopefully get bigger. Today we'll try to give you a few points how to improve them fast, what's the key and how to do it properly. Okay, so as we started our sessions, the cartwheel is one of the circular motion as well. It's rolling, just like forward roll and backward roll. And the principle is 4 spikes coming out of the body. Hand, hand, foot, foot. Okay, so arms and legs. And they should be equally positioned on this circle. This way, the weight and the rhythm is circular. Okay, a lot of times when beginner kids are doing cartwheels, they start with hands close together, which creates the gap here, and then falling down on 2 feet. So basically, the circle collapse. Okay, you see that we can stretch this guy. So that's our guy. And the principle of a cartwheel is the rhythm hand, hand, foot, foot. Okay, so we'll start from the side position and we go hand, hand, foot, foot. So this is the cartwheel we will try to achieve in today's session. At the beginning, what we see are 4 points in a space which are not in a straight line. They are more in a way of the square. And the person is going to go very low baby cartwheels and then goes hand, hand, foot, foot. Let's try one more. Hand, hand, foot, foot, hand, hand, foot, foot. The rhythm is very important for the end. Hand, hand, foot, foot. It's the more important than the hands. Hand placement is fingers in, hand, hand. Again, we remind kids to push the floor away, that they don't fall, don't collapse. The rule for the cartwheel is that whatever like we start handstand with, that's how we should start our cartwheel. So if I start with my right foot stepping into the handstand, my right hand will go first in a cartwheel. It's very important, otherwise you will get twisted cartwheel and they will not land. If you step with left foot, your left hand will go first on the floor, okay? So we need to remember that. A lot of times kids are confused and they go with their right foot or left foot most likely, and then they will try to place it in their right hand because they feel strong with their right hand. So it's all twitching and then let me both feet together. You have to be aware of that. The successful cartwheel will not happen if you switch the hands. It's always right hand, right leg, right arm. Left leg, left arm. Okay, I will show us one cartwheel. We'll start from the starting position from straight, and then we will reach and we'll go hand, hand far away from the body. Good. And step, hand, hand, foot, foot, and holding up tight. Okay. We always try to remind the kids there are 2 big planes of glass, and you are doing cartwheel in between these planes. You cannot lean over, forward or backward because you will break the glass and cut yourself. How to achieve these cartwheels? Just like with any skill or any motion, we try to connect certain points and space. If you want kids to kick to certain point, the best thing is to make it more spatial. Then we will put, let's say, hand and try ask the kids to kick our hand. We'll show example. Kick up, Kenya. Kick your leg up. Good. And now let's try kick my hand and go. Okay, so you see the difference is completely it's visible. For the same reason, we will make a spot on the floor. We'll put the feet together. We have these pre-made spots, but you can use markers, draw or make spots on the carpets, with different materials that can be used. You see that this distance is quite far, fingers are pointed in, and then foot. In a cartwheels, we focus on a first big step and stretch it out. That the leg is in the air and you jump kind of on the hand, stretch it out, and then kick leg over. Show us, Kenya. Step, hand, foot. Okay, so we are talking about distances. We can extend this here. And if you look, we have roughly the same spacing out. Okay? Try one more, Kenya. Feet together, arms up. And go. Reach, lift, hand, foot. And stay. Very nice. Now when we do cartwheels, we try to extend this, but we start gradually from smaller space and then lift it up higher. I would recommend you to ask the girls to do like a step handstand, and you see where the feet are. Okay, so Kenya, can you step on a line? Feet together, arms up tall, and go step handstand. So you see where Kenya put it roughly at that spot, you can put the hand. The cartwheel is very similar entrance as a handstand. Okay, so till last moment Kenya will go like here, she's doing a handstand, and then she turns only one hand on the floor. Can you see that? Arms up tall, fingers out, step, go. Hand, foot, and step. Very nice. When we practice, we will try to put the obstacle in a way, because otherwise kids would go cartwheel and club legs together go low down. Another advancement in these cartwheels is that instead of you saying hand, foot, step, hand, foot, you ask kids, your child to say it when they do it. Can we try, Kenya? Feet together, arms up, and say as you go.
Step, hand, foot.
Good. So you see the rhythm, you see vocalizing it. It's always good to vocalize. Try one more. Feet together, arms up, and say.
Step, hand, foot.
Very nice. At the beginning, you may experience that your cartwheels are going slightly crooked and a little bit off the balance, not in a straight line. I'll show you what I'm talking about. That your legs go a little bit here and keep both feet down. Therefore, that's why we say hand, foot. To prevent that, we will go and try to do this jumping over the block. Show us, Kenya. Step on the line. Feet together, arms up tall. Reach, fingers out, and go. Nice. Okay, so the goal is to fly over. Of course, there's not a problem for Kenya, so let's see if she can go a little bit higher. It should be the same way that she will have no problem to go and do it. If someone can handle this, that means they go in a straight line, kicking over. We call it needle kick. Ready? And go, reach far. Another variation is to do handstand over the block with hands placing on the top. As you can see, we place it exactly where the hands were. They are really still under. Okay, so show us, Kenya. Arms up, all stretch, and go step. Hand, foot. Good. So as you can see, because it's going uphill, Kenya slow down a little bit. The most important part is foot, stretching it out away, not falling down on the corner. Go on more. Good. What you will experience with the kids is that they will try to step shorter. They will start here, they will lift their leg, and they will put it here. There's no momentum going forward. They have to step on. The best thing is to sit in between. Now, we forgot one thing, so we record it. The principle of the handstand for the cartwheels, feet together. The principle of the cartwheel is, and the rule is, if we start with right foot, right hand goes first. If we start with left foot, left hand goes first. If our gymnast is start with right leg, we are sitting on the right side, left leg is kicking and they will not kick us. Okay, so that's why I'm positioning on this side, that I can place or help step and move over. Okay, so show us, Kenya, step and go over and I'm safe. Okay, later on we can put some stuff here. Usually it's a burning fire. No stepping on the snakes and no stepping on my legs either. Okay, if you wish to help, now it's good time to help with the hips to getting over as she's coming over on her right hand. Arms up tight and go step and go for a second and go. For a successful cartwheel, we will need to make sure that the kids are really stretching out foot and hands as far as they can. A lot of time it can happen that the kids leave their leg high for a big step and they step very close together. We try to get a big step up that they can travel. Very good game is to play a snake and bite game, where we have a jump rope, we pretend it's a snake, we have several snakes here, and again we will visualize in the air, we will put something tangible on the floor, and Kenya will try to do cartwheel without stepping on a snake in a gap. Arms up, all stretch, step, go, hand, foot, good. Now second snake will not go between hand and foot and hand, but between hands, because very often the hands are so close together that it create only one stick coming out, one spike coming out of the body. We need 4 spikes for a successful turn around. So let's try to do that. Arms up, all stretch. Can you say, Kenya, what you're doing? Ready and go.
Step, hand, foot.
Very nice. And then the third snake is coming here, and they need to step over. Now the kids really will watch that they don't step on the snake. Many times, if you don't have anything between foot and hand, or feet and foot, and so on, the kids will be convinced that they are stepping on the right spot. With this, they will know they step on the snake, they are not stepping on the right spot. Can you tell us, Kenya, how you're doing?
Step, hand, foot.
Good. So when we get to this point, you should have really nice cartwheels already. If you want to improve them, you can do cartwheels downhill or outhill. That's very good for outside activities. When you have a long and is a little bit downhill slightly, the kids will improve nicely to go multiple cartwheels downhill, and then advanced cartwheels would be cartwheels uphill. That's all. Good luck. Thank you for watching.